Guys, I was just doing a little bit of pre-episode mining, and take a look what I found. You can see them in the corner of the screen. Axolotls! This is amazing. Look at him go! Look at him go! It's a bit sad that I had to let them go because I didn't have any fish, but you know what? Later on we'll get them. But guys! The mining update is out! Caves and cliffs. At least the first part anyways. So now we'll be able to find goats and a bunch of different ores. And what I'm most excited for is raw iron. The thing about raw iron is that it used to be that mining iron was one of the most inefficient things you could do. Because, for example, let me use this redstone as an example. When mining it, you get this. Blocks, and if you mine 5 of it, you get 5. 12, you get 12, right? But then, now, if you have a fortune pickaxe, like I do here, 1, I got 6. And even though you can only get, I think the number is 1 through 3, it's bound to be a whole lot more efficient than normal iron mining. Oh, Kingone! Why do you need so much iron? It's because this episode, I want to get a few technical things done, such as a wool farm, a sugarcane farm, and, this is what I need iron for, a super smelter. And not just any super smelter, a huge one, maybe 32 furnaces, I'm not too sure, but all I know is that these things cost a lot and a lot of iron, maybe like 10-12 stacks. Without further ado, I'm gonna start up a stream and do a whole lot of mining, come back, and then we'll get this episode started. Good news and bad news. Good news, mining trip was more than successful. I think I started out with 3 iron stacks, and now I have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, almost 8, well 7 and something. But, bad news, I doubt that that's gonna be anywhere close to enough of the amount that we're gonna need. But, you know, if I need more, then I'll figure it out. But, anyways, I was thinking where the super smelter should go, and I didn't want to have to run somewhere else every time I wanted to use it, so I figured I'd just make it underground. And what better place than a place where the furnaces used to be, because, you know, who needs furnaces if you have a super smelter? So, over here, I'm thinking about whether I should do a ladder or 2 water elevators on each side. I think I'm gonna do a water elevator and, yeah, maybe make it go down 10-15 blocks. Nothing too crazy. Good. So I'm gonna fill in the walls, get in the elevators, and then I'm gonna start expanding out this direction. I was gonna go into Nether to get some soul sand and magma for my elevator thingamabob, and then I had a realization. This is the perfect place to put a face. I don't know whose face or what face I'm gonna put up there, but I will have somebody's face. It will look amazing. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to sculpt handsome Squidward. It will look terrible, yeah, it will probably look terrible, but it will be handsome Squidward, and that's all that matters. Before I go further into the episode, I would like to clarify what a super smelter is, because I just realized that my Minecraft knowledge is not okay. It's far above average. So, yeah, let me explain what a super smelter is and how it works. Smelter is essentially a way to smelt a large amount of items in a very short amount of time. It does that through using a large amount of furnaces, connecting them all up to each other, and inevitably draining them all into an output chest. That output chest is where all of the furnaces smelted items will go to, and yeah, overall it's just extremely efficient and easy to use. A super smelter works like this. This is the actual way it works, so let me just do this real quick. Okay, there we go. So what happens is you have the input at the very top. The input is where the item you want to smelt goes. For example, I want to smelt this piece of stone, goes in the top, drains right here. On the very back, it's another input. This is where you put where you're going to use to smelt. For example, if I want to use these spruce signs to smelt, it goes to the back, it drains into here, and once this piece of stone finishes smelting, you'll see it in one moment. There you go. It gets drained down and put into this chest. Now just imagine that, but a whole lot more. I plan on making 32 modules of these, and if you're wondering why I needed so much iron, here's why. Each hopper costs 5 iron. That means each furnace module costs 15. So 15, 30, 45. If I'd make another one right here, which I am... Wait, do I even have a furnace? Yes, I do. If I make another one right here, this is equal to a stack of iron. Just this, right here. This is a stack of iron. This is 4, so I need 8 more of these. 8 stacks of iron for this entire thingy. So, yeah, that's why I needed a bunch of iron. Just finished placing down all of the hoppers. Now, I just want to say a general rule of thumb is whenever building things like this, you should always expand the space more than you need to, especially with redstone projects, because it's just such a hassle to build while always worrying about a wall or a border. So just build, clear out a ton of space, build the thingy, and then you could fill in the walls and do whatever you want after that. System, which is basically a track that goes around the entire thingy over these coal hoppers, which distributes coal into the fuel section of these furnaces. Now, if I did this correctly, this chest with 64 coal, or this minecart chest, will go around once, come back, and will have 0 coal, and all of these furnaces will have 2 pieces of coal each. So, let's see if it works. Activating. Goes around once and twice. So I forgot to turn it off, so it's just gonna go around again. These lit up because some stuff fell into them, but yeah, whatever. That doesn't really matter much. But now when that comes back, should have 0. Now the only one that I'm a little bit worried about is this one because it's next to this, but oh, this shouldn't be in there. But nope, 0, 2, 2, 2, 2. Alright, we can safely assume all of them have 2. So all I need to do to fix this is just move this one out, and yeah, that's the coal distribution system all settled. I think it's finished. I got my second thingy hooked up, so now the top is connected. So yeah, let me explain to you how this works. This is a fuel bit. Put in fuel, it could go around, deposit it equally throughout them. 8, okay, 10, that's because there's 2 at the beginning. This one didn't have any. But yeah, 10, 10, 10, 10. Wherever you look, it's gonna be 10. And this is the actual smelting thingy. This is where you put the stuff you want to smelt. So let's see if it works. And if it does work, it will be really satisfying. All of these will light up in a row. But let's see this. Oh, there we go. Yep. Very satisfying. Don't question why that one didn't light. Ah, that's why it didn't light up the rail. Okay. But yep, that's pretty satisfying. And then in a moment, yep, they start flooding in. And they'll keep flooding in at a pretty much consistent rate every time it finishes smelting one. Or, well, actually, that isn't the case this time because I only had a stack in there. But yeah, that's it. I'm pretty happy with it. Make sure everything's working correctly. Yep, everything's working correctly, and I have to say, this looks really cool. All I need to do now is get the floor, walls, and ceiling in, and this super smelter will be complete. Just saying. Just a little reference. I did not copy anyone's farm or anyone's design. This is a personal design that I made myself. So, if I ever do use someone else's design, like a sugarcane farm that I'm gonna make in the future, that link will be in the description, and I will, you know, correctly say who did what. You know, I don't want to get canceled, man. Figured out the problem. I was confused why we got like 30 smooth stone out of it, and it's because it stopped right here. And I don't know why. It shouldn't stop right there because, oh, that's so satisfying. But it shouldn't stop right there. Wait, let me just try that again. Maybe that was just like a one-time bug, but no. I'm really confused. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. Yes, I did fix it. Alright, there we go. That's good. It did though. And I've been thinking about this from the beginning. I haven't died yet. Not once. And I'm really surprised because I really haven't ever gotten in a world this long and haven't died. And I keep thinking to myself, how many more views could I have gotten if I just labeled this hardcore? But again, I keep thinking about this, but then I realized that me myself right now, I don't really have a lot of credibility, and it would be ridiculously easy to just say, oh, look at this guy, he came out of nowhere, why should we trust him? So, yeah, I haven't died yet. I could call this hardcore, but I won't because I don't have any credibility, and really there's no way to confirm it unless there's some setting that tells you how many times you've died. Actually, if there's a setting like that, please tell me in the comments. I would really like to see that and prove to you guys that I haven't died yet. Finished product reveal in 3, 2, 1. Yep, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I think that the super smelter itself looks really cool. Looks very clean and collected, nothing like popping out all over the place. Doesn't look too complicated, but just looks the right amount of red stoniness, if you know what I mean. And also, I'm pretty proud of the walls. I like them a lot, and I definitely like the arch shape of the ceiling. Overall, I think that this super smelter was most definitely a success. I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that with the 1.17 update, zero-tick sugarcane farms are like completely eradicated. They had some weird tick change, and now zero-tick farms do not exist anymore, so I can't get any crazy output of sugarcane. Good news, I procrastinated this long to make it, so I don't have a useless sugarcane farm. And also, I do have one other piece of good news. I know what I can do instead of a sugarcane farm. Basically, while on a mining stream the other day, by the way, you should definitely join in on those, quite fun, but okay, let me stop product placing, but I was on a mining stream the other day, and I found a skeleton spawner, and if you don't know this already, skeletons give bone meal. Bone meal can be used to grow plants, etc., and especially sugarcane. Every bone meal is equal to 2 sugarcane, and I know a really efficient way of farming that said sugarcane. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna head over to that spawner, gonna hook it up, make it automatic, and yeah, that's my plan for my sugarcane farm. Okay, I made a little hut for it. It's not gonna be too fancy, and I'll probably remake it later, but it serves the purpose of being a little hut. So for this, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a I don't have any kelp or anything right now, so later I can make a water elevator, but for now I'm just gonna make a central ladder that goes all the way down to the level that the skeleton area is at. You know, I was actually kind of looking forward to putting someone's credits in the description, but sadly, no. That won't be the case for today. It's all gonna be my own personal design. I just realized something. The coordinates on my phone say -69, not 69. Time to rebuild this. Hey, here we are, the correct location. That's really annoying though. And for another episode of Lessons with Kingone. I think that's what I'm gonna call it every time I explain something. But when building a mob spawner, this works for all of them, but with spiders, what you wanna do is you wanna first put a torch on the spawner. Just make it easier for yourself. If you don't have a torch on there, they're just gonna attack you while you're making it, and it's gonna be difficult. So what you wanna do is first close off all the sides. If any of the sides are open, just close them off. So I did that. Doesn't matter what block you use, just make sure that isn't glass. Now that you closed off the sides, you want to dig down 2 on all sides, and once you finish doing this, you're gonna have a water stream that goes over here into a different water stream. And you know what, it's better if I just show you. I went to get some water and some axolotls spawned. Oh, that's great. Oh, look at how cute he is. I don't know what to do with you guys. I don't have any ocean nearby. Once you have that stream hooked up, what you want to do is you want to place a water bucket down here so that all of the mobs, all of the skeletons, whenever they spawn in this area, they'll automatically get pushed down into here, and once this happens, pushed on into the kill chamber. So do it right here, and then some people like making a very large drop right there, putting hoppers underneath. There's a tons of different ways to make a kill chamber, but I am going to make a Trident Killer. Now I did say that I won't have any links in the video, but I will. This Trident Killer design is by Silent Whisperer, very good bedrock redstone YouTuber. Should definitely check him out. Keep in mind the video is to his raid farm, which I've used before, but I'm just taking the Trident Killer aspect out of it. So yeah, shout out to Silent Whisperer. His link is in the description. You can see here, Trident Killer is finished. You just need to throw a trident in and it will, wait, there we go. It will go and push it around and kill all mobs inside of it. I have some hoppers hooked up underneath it, so it will drag out all of the loot. So yeah, now this is fully AFKable. I'm gonna go make this look nice, clean it up, and connect it to the other area. And yeah, I'll get back to you then. Decorated it, made it look nice, and now it should be fully up and running if I flick this switch. Yep, they're all gonna get killed. I'm gonna get all of the XP. That guy should die in a moment. Yep, there we go. And then let me turn this off for a moment. If I go down here, all of the loot should be in these 2 chests. Okay, this is going great. And especially since I have fortune on my sword, I get extra items. Yeah, this actually turned out a lot better than I expected. So I'm gonna AFK here for a little bit, get a bunch of bone meal, and then go and get a bunch of paper to trade in my villager trading area. A while later, and I've collected a ton of stuff. Oh, that was weird, but I collected a ton of stuff. In total, I have 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, 4 stack. So I have about 5 stacks of bones, which equals, I'm pretty sure, 10 stacks or 15 stacks of bone meal. Either way, that's either 30 stacks or about an inventory's worth of sugarcane, which should be more than enough for me to get a ton of experience and hopefully get full protection and breaking 3 on all of my armor. Squidward face, I'll have to see you in another episode because I'm running out of time this episode. So sad. You guys a neat trick. So, to farm sugarcane efficiently, what you want to do is get a piece of water, place sugarcane next to it, and then grab yourself a dispenser. Let me just mine this real quick so I have cobblestone for it. There we go. Grab yourself a dispenser. Where is it? It should be in here. There we go. Dispenser. Grab it. And then what you want to do is place it next to the sugarcane. Doesn't really matter what side it's on. Place it right here. Get your redstone comparator. Put it on. Get your redstone dust. Surround it. And then lead this into the dispenser. Place a lever over here. And then fill the dispenser up with bone meal or whatever you want to use. You don't have to use this for this. You could use it to shoot fireballs or whatever. But yep, fill it up, turn it on, and then look how fast you can break it. So I'm just gonna do this until all of the bone meal runs out, and then I'll see how much experience and stuff I can get from it. Let's just say I got a few pieces of paper. Basically, the enchants that I got were full unbreaking 3, and I got 1 protection 4 book. The thing about protection is for some reason that villager charges 30 something emeralds for it instead of 1. So yeah, that'll take a little bit to get. But I'm still very happy with what I got. Ton of unbreaking, and I got a good amount of levels while repairing my pickaxe. So overall, this was a success. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fix up all my armor, and then that'll be almost the conclusion of the episode. But first I need to say something cheesy, so just give me a moment. But take a look at this! Full enchanted armor! I know it's not the best, but it's all unbreaking 3 and mending, and all of my tools have unbreaking 3 and mending. So you know what? I'm happy with this. But yeah, I didn't think of anything cheesy to say, so like, subscribe, do that stuff, and see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, you're Chad. Alright.